Blessings, everybody. Today, I want to reveal to you the secrets on how to keep going as an entrepreneur because I know that you're a badass and I know how hard it is to be an entrepreneur, to be a mother, to be a wife, to be a sister. All these things are hard and everything that's good requires work. But before we do that, my name is Dasha Love and I'm here with Satori. And if you like our videos, please subscribe, click the like, leave us a comment, and please hit that notification bell to let us know that you're grateful and you're listening. That is a token of appreciation. So how do you keep going when it feels like everything is crashing down? Like right now, for example, Satori, you want to say hi? Okay, he wants to say hi. Hi, burpee, burpee, burpee. Hello. Okay. I know that for myself, a lot of the times, what was preventing me from continuing the journey was the fact that I didn't have a clear enough vision. And a lot of times I would step into this victim mentality, right? Because I thought that I did everything right and things were just not working out. Well, maybe I wasn't meant for it. Oh, let's go to the next city. Maybe I wasn't meant for it until I realized that there were just more layers of myself that needed to transform. One sec. And I know you know what I mean when I say there are more layers that need to transform, because we think the transformation is linear when in reality it's a spiral, right? Dots connect from different timelines, from different times that we've studied something, seen something. We're multidimensional beings. So you got to remember that if you keep going and your intention is in the right place and you get this clarity on vision, this is what I help my clients understand, is that if the vision is not clear, then you're just aimlessly drifting. Nobody wants to aimlessly drift. And from the book A Man's Search for Meaning, a study called logotherapy explains this, that you gotta be a ship at sea that has a destination to get to. Otherwise, you're just lost at sea and you don't know how to get to land, right? You're just drifting. Because all source of pain and struggle is the fact that we forget the reason why we became entrepreneurs in the first place. What is the reason that you became an entrepreneur? The reason I became an entrepreneur was because I wanted to make a true impact in the world. Is I wanted to have a message that I would share with individuals that would make them change their life. Because my story, as well as your story, we have messages inside of our story that inspire people that it is possible to overcome the struggles. You know, 2014, I found myself sitting next to my mom's helpless body, saying the words, "Mom, you ruined my life." And I couldn't believe I said those words. She was right there, helpless, stage 4B cervical cancer. And what came next, I never expected. She said, "My brothers abused me when I was little." Suddenly, I realized the abuser was once abused. And I saw my mom as a little child who just couldn't find a way to heal in this lifetime. Can you resonate with this story? Can you resonate with not receiving the love that you wanted to receive from your parents when you were little? And just like the 5 languages, love languages, it's a book, it's a study that our parents have done their best. And when you start to dissect which love language they've given to you, which most of the time is acts of service, then you realize that your parents just didn't know how to love you the way that you needed to be loved, right? So then you go on this path of forgiveness and transformation. And yes, entrepreneurship is 100% the most awakening path there is if you are doing it intentionally from the right place and purposefully driven. Like if your heart is in the right place, you will not fail. Or what you perceive as fail is just layers of yourself, and it's you growing. It's not about the actual destination. Like I know I used to get so fixated and so obsessed, and some of you listening to this right now, If you have gotten obsessed with destinations, holler. I used to be fixated on this destination, on these numbers in the bank account, on this relationship, until I created a clear vision and just let it go. Because when you create a clear vision and then you let it go, the universe has heard you. It just got to be clear enough so you're communicating with the universe like a 6-year-old child. And that's what I teach in all my manifestation work. And you can go to www.dasha.love to check out a video and all of my courses and all of the things that I'm teaching. It's how to get super specific and clear based on your human design, right? Based on your gene keys, on how your energy works. And then using manifestation secrets, monetization secrets, manifesting your financial abundance from the correct place energetically, literally shifting your identity. Because without shifting your identity, you're still spinning the wheels of your old self, right? You can't create if you're still hanging on to the past. You can't create if you are still thinking that somehow it's mindset. You got to go a layer deeper before you actually keep working on the mindset. And what's that layer deeper? Well, let me give you an example. There are 2 flowers, okay? One has been spray painted the color blue. The other one has been given blue dye from the roots. So one of the colors, you can see, obviously, it's got some patches because it's been spray painted. So you can see that it was white in the beginning and then it turned blue. You can tell. The other one has been given blue dye from the start, from the roots. So it had a chance to soak it in and the flower turned blue. Which one of these is mindset and which one is identity? See? Very important to know that. You gotta go into the core, into the roots, into the cream de la crop of your beliefs and where those beliefs, when and how those beliefs were formed, and really go into these emotions and use different creative outlets. I used to use writing, like I wrote my book and I'll help people write books without writing. Use Tantra, use dance, you use different creative outlets to unleash your emotions. You journal, you do your daily rituals, because you got to understand what stories are driving this ship. They're so subconscious and underlying. And unless you feel all your feelings and experience all the emotions to the fullest, energy and motion, and revisit those past stories and then shine a light on them with awareness, with forgiveness practices, start sharing them out loud. Unless you do these practices, you're just going to keep spinning your wheels and thinking that why are things not working out? Because you're doing mindset work where you really got to go and do the identity work, right? The clean little crop is the identity, who you are at the core that no one can take away from you. It's literally like stripping a layer, like your face is a layer, like it's a mask, and you're taking it off and you're moving it over and you're putting on a new one. And then you condition yourself to believe in that new one every single day so that no one can take that away from you. Now, you're looking up to some celebrities, some gurus that you admire. What are some of the characteristics that they have and the reason why you're watching them? Are they unapologetic? Are they fierce? Are they loving? Are they kind? Are they courageous? These are all the traits of the identity of the type of person that you want to become. So now you got to write down, you got to write down all these characteristics about all the people that you admire and then put them together into several words. And this is what I teach you. And I take you on this journey with me to understand what is this incredible identity, totally limitless identity you want to step into, and then how to share your stories, how to create those systems that are so sexy. Because once you understand what you're doing, attracting clients, attracting partners, collaborations, like your soul family and tribe, they're everywhere around the world. And what you're doing by being yourself is you're like, I'm over here, my soul tribe, where are you? Here's my identity. Here is my responsibility. Here's my part of the awakening story in this grand heart awakening story we're all part of. So come this way, come this way. I've overcome all the shame, right? I've become fully unfiltered. So funny because life is hilarious. It's a freaking game. So if you want to play that game, I encourage you right now to go to Dasha.love because I want to play with you. I want to help you create a vision so big that you never even dreamed possible. And then watch you manifest it, co-creating with all of us. Because you didn't come here to do it alone. We're all pieces of a puzzle. So there's nothing you need to prove. I used to think that I had to do it by myself. That's a bunch of crap. Okay? I did not become successful because I was stubborn. I became successful when I started playing with others and started buying the things that I needed to expedite my timeline. Okay, to expedite my learning process. I don't want you to have to go through the same thing. So kudos to all my entrepreneurs out there. Holler. Woo, 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 woo. All my spiritual mamas, holler. All my coaches, holler. Everybody who's got a bigger vision than just existing. Everybody who's getting outside their own head and saying, I am here to be of service. All my healers, holler. Be that change. Be the one that says, yes, I need help and I'm tired of spinning my wheels. Be the one that says, I'm ready to go deeper. Be the one that says, oh my God, how much more awakening is there to do? I thought I did all the forgiveness work. Be the one that says, I surrender. Be the one that says, I'm excited. Be the one that says, it's cool. We're going to cry together when it gets tough. Because I know when you be going through the dark night of the soul, because you're shedding layers of yourself, because the old identity dies, it requires some work. It requires some introspection. It requires some gentleness and grace and caregiving. Because our old self, you know, will fight for us to remain the same in our comfort zone. And growth doesn't happen in our comfort zone. Fulfillment doesn't happen in our comfort zone. Purpose doesn't happen in our comfort zone. But we don't heal and then live our purpose. We heal through our purpose. By living our purpose, this is how the healing takes place. Does that make sense? And I love you so much right now for tuning in, for listening. You are amazing. Just remember how far you have come. Remember that right now you listening to this means you have another opportunity. Right now you listening to this means that you can. And you are ready to let it go and try again. Because this time you're not going to be trying. This time you're going to be being the highest, most delicious, and incredibly authentic, vulnerable expression of who you are. And Satori and I are here to help you on this journey. Yes, from Fort Lauderdale. And Anthony's here to help you all as well. So remember, you're not alone. We're here for you. And I guess it's time for me to sign out. Sign out because Satori needs me. I love you. Have a fantastic day, everybody.